Halle Bailey on Little Mermaid backlash. Not really a shock.
Subscribe and like.
Halle Bailey recently did an interview talking about the backlash that came when news broke of her being cast as Ariel in The Little Mermaid, and again when the first teaser was revealed last fall. As a black person, you just expect it, and it's not really a shock anymore, the Grammy nominee said. People don't understand that when you're black, there's this whole other community. It's so important for us to see ourselves. Bailey did credit the filmmakers with allowing her identity to be a part of the new Disney version, specifically her hair. As a black woman, hair is spiritual, especially locks, she stated, mentioning that a large portion of prep time on set was dedicated to analyzing how her hair moved in water. It was really cool for them to make Ariel a version of me with my locks. The new version of The Little Mermaid, also starring Melissa McCarthy as Sea Witch Ursula, is set to release on May 26th.
Tommy Fury beats Jake Paul by a split decision. Subscribe and like. Tommy Fury defeats Jake Paul in a split decision win, handing Paul his first loss of his professional boxing career. It all went down in Saudi Arabia. Fury was able to outbox Paul, keeping the pressure on him until the final bell. Fury stated, "This is my first main event. I'm only gonna go stronger, I'm gonna go bigger, I'm only gonna go better. If he wants a rematch, bring it on." Paul, who said he wanted a rematch in his post-fight interview, came to the fight with 6 wins, but unfortunately couldn't beat a true boxer. "This is definitely a humbling experience. I'll take it on the chin and we can run it back." Despite being knocked down in the 8th round, Tommy Fury won by split decision, 74-75, 76-73, 76-73.
Rapper Da Brat is pregnant at 48 years old.
Subscribe and like.
Da Brat and wife, Jessica Judy Dupart, are expecting. The 48-year-old Chicago-born rapper and wife are excited to expand their family, with Judy already being a mother of 3. The couple recently talked about their big surprise, with Da Brat stating, "I just thought it wasn't in the cards for me. I've had a great career, a full life. I felt like, because I didn't get pregnant earlier on, then it just wasn't going to happen for me. I was like, I want a little me with you. Something special from the both of us that we can share and raise and love unconditionally." Da Brat tied the knot with Judy in February 2022. The rapper couldn't wait to marry her, stating, "Everything about her made me want her to be mine forever. And I felt like I knew it not much longer than from the day we met." Playboi Carti allegedly choked pregnant girlfriend over paternity test.
Subscribe and like.
Rapper Playboi Carti has been arrested, accused of choking his pregnant girlfriend during an argument involving a paternity test. The unnamed woman, who reportedly has been dating the rapper for over 2 years, alleged that an argument broke out and quickly became physical when she brought up taking a paternity test for her unborn baby. She told cops she was 14 weeks pregnant at the time of the attack. Allegedly, Playboi Carti pushed the woman and grabbed her by her throat, holding her neck until she struggled to breathe. She told police that she thought she was going to die. A witness tried to break up the fight and the woman ran to her car, only to be attacked by the rapper again. He tried to remove her from the car and put his hand over her mouth while she tried to use the car's SOS function to call 911. Cops arrived and noticed injuries to her neck, chest, and back. Playboi Carti's lawyer has denied any wrongdoing. Lizzo talks getting so drunk with Adele.
Subscribe and like.
Lizzo and Adele apparently became quick drinking buddies when they were paired together in the seating arrangement for this year's Grammy Awards show. She stated, "I had 0 say in where I was sitting, but Adele had 100% say in where she was sitting. So therefore, Adele FaceTimed me when I was in Grammy rehearsal a few days before. She was like, oh my god, we're sitting next to each other." Lizzo then revealed that she smuggled in a flask of tequila and one for Adele, containing white wine. "I brought it for Adele, and then I drank hers. I had so many flasks. I had like 3 flasks at the table. Always be prepared." Lizzo later wrote on Instagram, sharing pics of herself posing with Adele and Beyoncé. Selena Gomez is the most followed woman on IG, beating Kylie Jenner.
Subscribe and like.
The Only Murders in the Building star, Selena Gomez, has officially become the most followed woman on IG, beating previous record holder, Kylie Jenner. Both women show 380 million followers on their IG pages, but The Independent noticed that the source code on Selena's profile shows a follower count closer to 416 million. Kylie appears to have close to 408 million followers. The platform hasn't commented on the official counts yet. Recently, Selena spoke about social media, saying, "There are wonderful things about social media, connecting with fans, seeing how happy and excited they are, and their stories. But usually that's filtered through, for me now. I created a system. Everything I do, I send to my assistant who posts them. As far as comments, my team will put together a few things that are encouraging." Kendall Jenner, Bad Bunny out with Justin and Hailey Bieber.
Subscribe and like.
Dinner with the Biebers in Beverly Hills. Kendall Jenner and Bad Bunny were on a double date with Hailey Bieber and Justin Bieber as they were all spotted together going to dinner recently in Beverly Hills. Kendall was wearing leather-textured pants with an oversized jacket and boots. Bad Bunny was wearing a baseball cap, a brown jacket and cream-colored pants. Hailey was in jeans and a black jacket, while Justin sported a blue pants set with a cream-colored beanie. The outing comes 3 months after news broke that Kendall and NBA star Devin Booker had called it quits in October due to their busy schedules. Do you think Bad Bunny and Kendall Jenner make a cute couple? Let us know in the comments. Jennifer Lawrence claims it was really hard working with Jonah Hill.
Subscribe and like.
Jennifer Lawrence shared that Jonah Hill made it, quote, really hard when filming the hit movie, Don't Look Up. The dark comedy, which she and Hill star in, also stars Leonardo DiCaprio, Meryl Streep, Timothée Chalamet, and Chris Evans. In a recent interview, J-Law said, "It was really hard filming with Jonah, and just not ruining take after take, laughing. It was amazing. I mean, he's a master. He's a comedic master. I mean, we all did some improv, just not as well as Jonah." Don't Look Up, which is about astronomers trying to warn people about the end of the world, is streaming on Netflix. Kaia Gerber, tone deaf, completely out of touch after latest comments.
Subscribe and like.
Supermodel Kaia Gerber recently did a tell-all interview claiming her famous family is not the reason for her early success, insisting that if nepotism, quote, actually was what people make it out to be, we'd see even more of it. Fans were quick to point out her early success is linked to her megastar mom, with one calling her naive and delusionally affluent. Kaia, who's had high-profile acting jobs recently, said that she earned her roles herself because no artist is going to sacrifice their vision for someone's kid. She recently was featured alongside Brad Pitt in Babylon, but the American Horror Story star was slammed for not attributing her recent on-screen success to her famous family. Viewers reacted, saying, "Honestly and truly one of the worst actresses I've ever seen. The fact that she even thinks this is proof that she's completely out of touch with reality. Is she serious? She really should check her privilege." Khloe Kardashian was a nightmare boss, claims ex-male assistant.
Subscribe and like.
Khloe Kardashian is being sued by a former household assistant, Matthew Manhard, who says working for her was a nightmare. Matthew worked for Khloe from January 2019 to November 2022, when he alleged Khloe fired him trying to return to work from an injury. He claims that he injured his knee in May and told Khloe he couldn't work, but when he tried to come back a few months later in November, he was fired. He also claims Khloe kept him so busy with tasks, he was often unable to take his legally required breaks, plus wasn't paid overtime when he often worked 12-hour days. Saying Khloe violated California labor laws, Matthew filed the lawsuit. Khloe's legal rep says it's unfortunate to learn that a former employee would choose to go this route. Matthew was properly classified and compensated for his role. Toward the end of his employment, he was on a leave of absence for an extended period of time, and the role eventually needed to be replaced. Leah Remini says her role as a mom changed overnight.
Subscribe and like.
Leah Remini is talking openly about how her life has changed drastically. The King of Queens actress previously shared with fans on IG that her daughter Sophia headed off to her first year of college as Remini began her second year at NYU. Things didn't go as planned though, and Sophia started classes at another college. In a recent interview, she revealed her feelings about sending her 18-year-old daughter off. I've had the best job of being a mom with my daughter at home for the past 18 years. While I will always be Sophia's mom, my role changed overnight, and it's hard to celebrate the change. I miss her and worry too much about her on her own. We, her parents, are going through what parents like us go through," she added. Crying, not knowing what to do with ourselves now, other than looking at pictures and videos and crying some more. Addison Rae to star in Eli Roth horror movie.
Subscribe and like.
TikTok star Addison Rae is set to join the cast of director Eli Roth's thriller, Thanksgiving. The slasher flick is about a killer who visits a small town in Massachusetts in hopes of creating a carving board out of the town's turkey-loving citizens. The story is based on the pseudo-trailer that Eli made in 2007 for Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez's double-feature Grindhouse. Patrick Dempsey will also join the cast. The screenplay is being written and will begin production next month in Toronto. Would you watch Addison Rae's new movie? Let us know in the comments. Rihanna and A$AP Rocky's love story, Part 2.
Subscribe and like.
Rihanna and A$AP Rocky's story of love continues when in 2018, the pair sat front row at Virgil Abloh's debut show for Louis Vuitton. They made their red carpet debut in December 2019 at the Fashion Awards in London. Rihanna had just split from Hassan Jameel after nearly 3 years together. A$AP has been very into Rihanna for years, a source said in December 2020, adding that Ree kept him in the friend zone for a while. "People don't get out of the friend zone very easily with me," Rihanna told Vogue in May 2022, reflecting on her relationship with A$AP. "And I certainly took a while to get over how much I know him and how much he knows me, because we also know how much trouble we can land each other in." A source said in February 2020, Rihanna and A$AP are hanging out and hooking up. "They're having fun and have always had chemistry. Things changed over the summer and they finally hooked up. They've been together ever since." Check out Part 3 for more on their love story. Rihanna and A$AP Rocky's love story, Part 3.
Subscribe and like.
Rihanna and A$AP Rocky's story of love continues in 2021, where A$AP declared his love for Ree, saying, "So much better when you got the one. I think when you know, you know." An insider stated, "These two are so madly in love, and it's true there's a lot of buzz in their circle about an engagement being in the works," adding that they're very open with friends that it's unlike any connection they've ever experienced with anyone else, and they see each other as life partners. Rihanna spoke about the pair's visit to her family in Barbados. "My mother has a really good read on people. She observes first and then she'll move slowly. There are some guys that I've dated that she won't even look at to this day, but she was charmed by him from the jump." In January 2022, Rihanna was pregnant with the couple's first child. In February 2023, Rihanna confirmed her second pregnancy with A$AP. A source stated they wanted another baby and were trying, but the pregnancy came sooner than expected. Rihanna and A$AP Rocky's love story, Part 1.
Subscribe and like.
Rihanna and A$AP Rocky built a strong friendship for years, but it all changed when the rapper called Riri the love of my life in 2021. It all started at the MTV VMAs when the pair made their professional debut in September 2012, performing a remix of Rihanna's song Cockiness, Love It. In May 2022, Rihanna did an interview reflecting on this performance, stating, "He grabbed my ass on stage. That was not part of the rehearsal. I was like, what are you doing?" After it happened, my manager was like, "Oh, God, she must like this guy a little bit. She never lets this shit slide." In 2013, A$AP joined Rihanna on her Diamonds World Tour. She appeared in A$AP's music video for Fashion Killa, including the line in his song, "Her attitude Rihanna, she get it from her mama." In 2015, in an interview, A$AP denied ever having been in a romantic relationship with Ree. It never happened. Check out Part 2 for more. Ryan Seacrest is $51 million richer.
Subscribe and like.
Ryan Seacrest just got way richer, $51 million richer, all in cash. Ryan recently sold his 3-acre property, considered to be one of Beverly Hills' most private and secluded estates. The Hilltop compound sits on its own private street and includes 2 detached guest houses, a separate gym building, and a security/camera office for a live-in bodyguard. City and ocean views are included, with sprawling lawns shaded by sycamore trees, a massage room, infinity pool, and a master suite suite boasting an apartment-sized walk-in closet and skylit shower. One of the best highlights is the underground garage, which is accessed via its own separately gated driveway and is located directly under the swimming pool. The estate was listed in 2020 at a whopping $85 million, but the price dropped all the way down to $59 million before receiving a lowball, all-cash offer of $51 million. Ryan Seacrest's 25-year-old girlfriend.
Subscribe and like.
Ryan Seacrest, who is 48, and girlfriend Aubrey Page, who is 25, have been going strong as a couple for almost 2 years. Page made it IG official when she posted, "Safe to say the best part of 2021 was meeting the most incredible man." Seacrest's co-host Kelly, of Live with Kelly and Ryan, even gave her stamp of approval. On an episode, she stated, "We were starting to be like, maybe he doesn't have a special person and maybe we should check in on him more often?" Then Kelly and her husband, Mark Consuelos, met the young model and later said, "If you two break up, I'm going into seclusion. I am so fond of her." Saying jokingly to Paige, "We're all happy you're here and that you exist because we weren't sure there was somebody." Jeffree Star slams pronoun culture. They and them is made up shit.
Subscribe and like.
During a recent podcast interview, social media influencer Jeffree Star shared his views on the non-binary pronoun culture. He let it all out, stating, "You're not they and them. You're trans, you're male or you're female. They and them and all that extra shit that we added during the pandemic. Because everyone is so bored in their fucking houses they just started to make up more shit. And people get so mad when I say that. How are you a they? What the fuck does that mean?" The makeup mogul specified that attacking pronouns is unpopular, but not hateful to do so. "It's stupid is what it is. But you need someone like me that looks like me to say it. Because if you say it, it turns into, you're homophobic, you hate trans people, you hate gays, and it's just how you feel. You don't hate anyone, you just think it's stupid. Do you agree? Let us know in the comments." SZA puts herself on the same level as Taylor Swift and Adele.
Subscribe and like.
With the release of SOS, SZA seems to be unstoppable on the Billboard 200, making history. In its 9th non-consecutive week at number 1, SOS has the most weeks atop the Billboard 200 for an album by a woman in nearly 7 years. The last female artist to hold the title was Adele, for 25 in 2016. Taylor Swift's 1989 also spent 11 weeks at number 1 in 2015. SZA also recently did an interview, sharing her struggles while creating the blockbuster album. "I didn't even know how to make the album because I didn't have a purpose. But now, it's like I did everything I wanted to do." She will be awarded the Woman of the Year award at the 2023 Billboard Women in Music Awards. The honor is the biggest award of the night, recognizing her talents as a songwriter, artist, and trailblazer, and she'll also officially start her North American arena tour later this month.